Whoa!
Hey, it's that magic hour here in Characterville where the two town criers, and I don't mean telling the news, I mean weeping
I mean,
uncontrollably.
we are just a couple sobby little men. Are you ready? Time to
Are
air
you ready?
grievances and time to chat and cry. That's it.
We got a big chat and cry coming up here on Characters Welcome, the number one character show for the tearful fans out there. I'm Justin Tyler.
I'm Eric Feurer. I found out that Stella makes 30-ounce cans.
Nice. That's not technically a beer anymore. That's like a jug, or I think it needs another name.
It's dinner. It's boy dinner.
Yeah.
I think that's a boy
dinner. Stella Artois. That's European boy dinner.
Mm-hmm. Stella Artois. Stella, right?
Oh man, that's it. That's it. Wow, who's skewering the news over here today? Right out of the gate, Scheuchler. Kevin Cobbs looks different this week. Wow. Kevin Cobbs, who was our guest host last week, and the fans have already just bonded with him.
Good.
They're shocked to see Eric here come back.
How's he doing?
Great. It was a great hang. Our stream is out sitting right next to this one on the YouTube page. Please check it out for posterity.
Everyone can go check it out. Did he talk about me at all? Did you guys talk about me?
I'm trying to think. I guess you came up a little bit every now and again.
Good stuff?
Bad stuff? Super positive. I mean, when three friends are around and one of them's absent, yeah, it's exclusively positive things.
The other two say nothing but good things.
That's 100% right. No roasts, no roasts that can finally go unresponded to.
Oh, boy.
It was perfect.
Oh, boy. We got a message in chat. Good God, Jabents. Happy 2024 from me to you. Watching cricket, so we'll catch you on replay. Sorry. I see watching. Oh, good God, gents. We fixed it. Good.
Megan Gokrager, our fan from Down Under, taking in some cricket, which, as we all know, can be a multi-day event. So
I had no idea. Every time I watch a clip of it, I'm like, I'm going to understand more of this, and I never do. I never understand more.
It's like long baseball. Megan can back us up there. I think it's just like long baseball without the running.
It's like weak-willed football, right, Megan? It's like football, but for weak-willed people.
The entire Australian population is coming for us. It's a test match. That's a big one. 5 days, no result. So
what?
And that's like 5 full days of cricket.
At some point in time, people have to get together and be like, so obviously the rules as they stand are not functioning properly.
You think it's a broken situation?
5 days.
Here we are, day 5. Something went wrong. We can't solve the problem.
When baseball would go into like the 10th and 11th inning, they were like, now a guy starts on second base. We have to go home. Like,
yeah, but baseball is a broken sport because everyone's like, there's no way these athletes could ever play an 11th inning. And it's like, what? They don't do anything but stand. They're actively chewing tobacco, which isn't healthy. That's not, they're the least healthy athletes in the world.
One of my favorite characters is Sam Rogal, famously partnered to Elena Scopedos. Does Babe Ruth if he had joined baseball this year, and like the first fastball comes by and he's like, "Holy fucking shit!" Like, can't even believe it.
Well, also like. Babe Ruth would like be smoking a like baby's arm sized cigar at the mound or at bat. They must have just smelled like barf and whiskey and beef, and they're up there, and everyone's like, Babe Ruth, the greatest athlete,
And famously, I might get his name wrong. I believe his name's Doc Holliday. Is the guy that pitched, the famous pitcher who pitched a no-no on acid. He didn't remember that it was his day in the lineup, and he was
Doc Holliday. I think is a Western hero, or I guess gunslinger, gambler.
Who am I thinking of? Doc? Is it his name?
Doc Gooden. Isn't that a baseball player?
Doc baseball ass. Doc Ellis. Doc Holliday might be the name of the guy in Back to the Future. He might call himself Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday, famously portrayed by Val Kilmer, perhaps his most celebrated role in the movie Tombstone.
Now
Yes,
we know.
Megan
Megan
breaking
already
her focus on the cricket
on it.
match, saying Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer is Doc Holliday.
Now we know. Now we know. Doc Ellis pitching a no-no. You shouldn't be able to do that in a sport. Baseball has also been destroyed by Moneyball. It's been destroyed by what's it called, sabermetrics or whatever. They're like,
Yeah, where they stats and
the
just
announcers are like, this guy hits 6 out of every 10 balls when the sun is setting against a right-hand pitcher when the stadium is facing southwest. And like it's like, all right, guys.
Well, it's great. Two things that you've said that are just show what a nonsense sport baseball is. It was ruined by someone just paying attention. And they're like, this sport is ruined because he saw what was happening. A. B, everyone's like, can you believe it? He did the greatest thing. Pitched a no-hitter where the fun thing never happened. The one thing we all want did not happen here today. Hooray!
Yeah, that's true. Baseball, the greatest thing you can do is make everyone leave having sat through nothing.
That's the dream.
So baseball is really, our pitchers really are anti-heroes.
That's exactly right.
I think that we should all boo pitchers no matter what team they're on when they come out. They should be the classic heels of baseball, pitchers.
Yeah. Or baseball should be the heel of all sports. A sport that in the future people will just walk out, wave, and go home, and they'll say that the Yankees won. Or whatever.
The Yankees win again. The Yankees win again. Gents, research the game of cricket, and I want characters based on it next week. You got it.
I can do that.
You got it.
I think we're orbiting a baseball roaster of a character here.
It's true. So. It is true. Baseball is insane. I do like it though. Look, there they are. We're Baltimore Orioles.
Baltimore Orioles got your checkerboard hat on there.
And folks, I know you came here specifically to see character-based comedy, which is not exactly sports. Exactly, Drink Listerine.
Drink Listerine gets it.
However,
I also want to shout out another person in the comments, Lulu Lime. It's a great name, Lulu Lime.
Crickets are the bottom of the Australian food pyramid. There you go.
Yeah. I was talking the name of Lulu Lime. I thought was very fun.
Lulu Lime is great, even better than Lululemon. And I know that we should be moving on for this. We should be doing characters. No more sports. We already got our sports talk out, but big news here.
Yeah.
Justin, your Buffalo Bills and my Baltimore Ravens have made it to the next round of the NFL playoffs. And if they both win, we'll play each other in the next round of the playoffs. And
yeah, we're headed for a showdown.
I do feel as if that happens, we need to watch it. Maybe we live stream it or something, but it's going to be a game for sure.
Yeah. If it gets to that point, it's going to be, but both playing, you're playing the Houston Texans, great team. Young upstart. We're playing the Chiefs, who are like, bleh. But we'll see. We will see how it goes.
Yeah. How do you watch your games? Are you like me and you watch them on a 2-inch by 2-inch part of your screen while 7 advertisements about how to fuck better are constantly popping up on the screen?
You're an illegal streamer, take it, or you're watching vague pornography at the same time.
I'm just a multitasker. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I do want to fuck better. This is the perfect time to explore my virility.
Did you download Peacock just to watch your football game this week?
Not to flex on you, but I already have Peacock.
Damn,
I'm peacocking by saying that I have the service Peacock, and I know all these services do get expensive, but I will say Peacock is like, please take my lunch money and just subscribe to my service. It's the ultimate little brother of services. It's like, I think it's like $6. It's like something crazy. I got it when it was like $8 a year or something nuts.
That's crazy. I can't believe that. Too cheap. Cool. So if it's on Peacock again, this is an open invitation. I will put Justin's address on the Discord, folks. We all come over and hang out.
Shots. Come on by. Let's peacock it up.
Let's peacock it up, and let us peacock it up, because what are characters but a bedazzled, preening comedic act, you know?
Oh, wow. Perhaps a preview of what we can expect from you tonight.
I wish. But I am very excited for our first character. What do you say, Justin?
I say let's do it, because this character that we're about to introduce is someone that I've encountered hundreds of times in my time here living in this city of New York.
Yes, indeed. I'm so pumped for them. Let us welcome them out to the rectangles. There might be one outside of my apartment right now. A chair discarded on the street. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Table, I wonder why they left us out here. I guess to get some nice fresh air, right? Right? What do you mean look at the sign on top of your head? Okay. What? It says free stuff. Oh, no. They're not dumping us. No, come on. No way. I mean, Tony and I go way back. I mean, they made me in woodshop class in Flushing High, and I was the most popular chair that senior year. I even earned the reputation for giving the best sits the class of '89. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, we're together forever. Oh. Look, Mr. Table, that Great Dane across the street. It's so cute.
Oh, no.
Wait a second. People, don't walk the dog near me. Do not walk that dog near me. No, don't walk the dog. It's peeing all over me. Help. Tony, come get me. I had enough fresh air. Oh, look. Tony's coming back outside. And they're carrying my best friend, Ms. Lamp. What are you doing? Ah! They're throwing Miss Lamp in the garbage can. Oh, Miss Lamp. Tony, don't go back in. We can make this work. I forgive you. I'll change. I'll do anything. I'll be better. Hell, we can do this. We're made of even. Mr. Table, look through the window. Well. What do we have here? They're cheating on me again with that cheap, floozy Swedish model. Yeah, that IKEA Poang chair, all right. Oh, I should have known something. And they started reading that Marie Kondo book, looking at me funny, saying things like, chair, spark joy. Chair, not spark joy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so. Look at those gorgeous people checking us out. Oh, no, I'm shy. I'm shy. Oh, yeah. They're looking at us. Oh. I have to confide in you. Listen, I haven't been single since I was a 2x4 piece of wood in middle school. Way out of practice. They're coming towards me. Oh, they're holding my favorite kind of sandpaper. I guess they want to get under this old varnish and see my true self, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to stand really still and smile. Thanks for being my wingman, buddy. Oh. It tickles. Oh, yeah. To the back. Go back. Down to the left. Oh, you got my sensitive spots. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, don't forget the seat. Get the seat. Oh, yeah. Don't stop, people. Don't. Oh, you're right, Mr. Table. I do still have it. And you know what? I think I'm falling in love with these people. So it's bye-bye, Tony. I'm leaving you to give the sandpaper people the best sits of their lives.
Wow. Suze Farley, everybody.
Yes.
A dramatic tale.
Suze Farley. Great job. Very, very fun. Yeah, really a nice feel good piece there. Pieces that you know, a lot of times these character pieces they're negative and these people are little stinkers. I feel like this chair really got what they wanted at the end of the day, and that's nice.
They did what they deserved.
Yeah.
Someone to appreciate them for their true,
for what lies beneath.
Yeah.
You think the sandpaper people are about to take her down to the unfinished wood, throw some paint on? Where's this chair headed?
I think the sandpaper people want to throw away their
That's true.
They threw away their IKEA stuff and they wanted real stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're so real.
I'm taking table with me too.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Let me ask y'all, what's the weirdest thing everyone has taken off of a New York City sidewalk or a sidewalk anywhere? I'm not sure actually where you are, but
what's the weird? I'm in New York City.
You're in New York. So is there anything strange that you pulled off a sidewalk that you were like, I gotta have this?
Well, I have my lamps, are from the sidewalk.
They are sidewalk lamps.
From the sidewalk. And they were perfectly good. And I remember I was walking down the street holding 2 lamps and people were looking at me like, I go, yeah.
Like, what the heck?
That's right. I did that. I saved 2 lamps from being discarded.
Hero.
I'm a forced or whatever person.
That's nice.
Lamps.
I feel like, New Yorkers will put anything out on the street and be like, someone's going to want this bottle rack with 2 dead flowers in them. Like someone's definitely going to want to take this.
I know.
It's true, especially in Park Slope. You can just go up and down the avenues of Park Slope, and that people are just every day. It's like, how do you guys get all this stuff? You're just throwing it all out.
Well, maybe it's exchange. Everyone's just putting out and picking up.
Trading all of their garbage.
Slow motion apartment swapping.
That's a good
That's what made me think, because you think about it, it's like, what is the history of those things? Like, what place did they have in the person's lives? And now they're like,
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't want it. Wow. Don't need it.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of intimate connections with like your chairs and tables?
I don't know. No, this wasn't my father's house for real. This is true.
So there's some truth.
Yeah.
Something there. Yeah.
But maybe you're going to turn on those lamps that you rescued and eventually put them on the street as well, breaking their goddamn hearts.
That would be really, I'd be terrible doing that.
Suze, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? You got any shows coming up?
I do. Thank you. Okay. Next Tuesday, January 23rd, write this down, everybody. Even if you're in Australia, please come. Okay.
Yeah.
6 to 7:15 at Young Ethel's, which is in Park Slope.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Grab some junk on the street on your way.
Yeah, you can get your stuff on the way.
Perfect.
Pick up your stuff, bring it to the. It's going to be Suze and Gerald's happy hour jam. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of improv. But if you want to come with a character, somebody listening here, come with a character. We're gonna you'll be able to play. Okay. Plays. And if somebody flies in from Australia, I will buy you a drink.
You hear that?
I will buy Australian.
Hear that, Megan? And we'll talk cricket with you. We'll do our research.
Megan, you can get yourself a New York drink for free for only around $1,600.
That's it.
Think about that.
Life's a journey, man, and a destination. It's a destination here.
Come to Young Ethel's, which is like a wonderful place. They're free shows like every night there.
It's very fun there.
Most places you have to pay to even be part of a jam.
Yeah.
And here, it's going to be so great. We're launching this, and then we're doing another one.
This is the first one.
It's the first one. So we want you to come.
So get out there, folks.
Please.
Yeah.
Suze, thank you so much. That was awesome, super fun. Really appreciate you being here and break legs on your show. I'm sure it's going to be super successful. Appreciate
you.
Super great. Keep it going. That's the real trick. Just start it and then don't stop. That's the motto we follow here.
That's how we do it. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
See you, Suze.
Goodbye. Great. Really, really fun.
Very.
Yeah, Park Slope. When I used to be in Park Slope, the things people would throw away would be absurd. Crazy.
Yeah. I took a door off the street and built it into a table.
Why didn't you, dude? I just like 2 minutes ago asked what's the craziest thing. Were you like embarrassed to say that, or?
No, it's just we were talking. Conversation was flying. I just find my spot.
I was like, damn. I guess no one's taking anything weird.
I have more intimate time with you that I can bring up the real.
Wow, that's crazy.
I made it a table and I proposed to my now wife in front of that table because I kept in our apartment for years and years, promising I would turn it into a door. She never believed me. So my proposal was sort of
like, hey, the table's done. And also,
yeah,
I would like to turn you into a wife.
a wife. Sick, right? It's I really
kind of was like all about you in that moment, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I accomplished this, and I can also accomplish this relationship, huh?
Well, I think that's what we were lacking is accomplishment in our relationship in a lot of ways.
He's like, I'm not going to apologize for that.
Yeah.
So.
In fact, I'm going to sort of put it in your eye that I did the one thing you never believed would happen.
Yeah.
Okay. I fucked up the proposal. Let's be honest.
Just repropose every year. I'm glad that you did the proposal. It was just you two.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, right?
Oh yeah, you could. Why? What other people? I mean, people that even have a photographer there. I think that's
too much.
Yeah.
Definitely not friends and family. That's a weird thing, and definitely not on the jumbotron of a baseball game, which is so boring. People are looking for something to look at.
A lot of proposals happen just because the people are bored, and so they're like, "Well, let's start a very long-term relationship here, just to spice up this no-hitter."
Yeah. Notice that people propose. I would, without looking at the numbers, I would say people propose at baseball games many, many, many times over more than at a hockey game or at a football game where things are happening for you to watch.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they had.
Yeah.
They have. I mean, there's a kiss cam at baseball games.
Baseball is so boring that they have to have hot dogs and hamburgers run around the bases for us to have something to cheer at.
Yeah, that's fun though. I will say that's fun.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Always bet on hot dog. What's the parlay on the hot dog winning the race at the?
I know it. Let me tell you, I know it, and I've lost on it. This for sure.
Eric's deepening gambling habit.
I am. Did I tell y'all? It's been a couple weeks. I did go to the casino for my birthday and didn't win. That's for sure.
Take that money out of that. Was money leaving Eric's bank account.
Direction, Jorge. Can we have the money reach the heavens and the
going
earth?
Back up to the great casino in the sky that Jesus runs? He runs the real casino.
It was also tough because Callie immediately won twice. She won $300 and then she won $200, like pretty much immediately. And she brought $300, and so she just put that in her pocket and was like, "Oh, I guess I get to play for the next 2 days, and I still win no matter what." I was like, "That's cool."
She's a genius. Wow. And so for your birthday, she got you rubbing it into your eye.
Yes, that's true. But I was I was trying to do too much. I watched too many movies. I have too much of an active imagination. I was trying to be a baller, and that's
you went in there. You're throwing dice at the same time. You're pulling slot machines.
I went to the roulette. The last thing we did before we left was I was like, I'm down a couple $100. I went to the roulette table and I put $100 on black, slapped it on there, immediately lost, and I was like, okay, let's go home. Let's go home.
It is funny. Our brains are so broken by TV and movies that we're like, this will work out for me because I'm the hero. I'm the main character.
That's true. And then we see this lower third. Jorge and fans of my Instagram will know that, yes, on the way home from the casino, I did list my electric scooter for sale. That is unrelated to the amount of money that I lost. And how dare you think it's the same thing?
I feel like it's all going in the same bank account, though, right? Or leaving the same bank account.
It is all leaving the same bank account. That is true.
Okay. Eric, speaking of stuff we're doing, we have a show on this very Friday at 7 p.m. and we'll both be there.
It is true. We have a show. It's going to be fun. It's a bunch of performers. We're doing another theme show. If you've been watching the content on our YouTube page and you've been like, damn, this is fun. I wish there were 20 to 25 more of these coming. Well, I have great news for you. We are doing a theme show, and the theme at Friends and Lovers this Friday, the 19th. I believe it's at 7:30 p.m.
Well, doors at 7. I want people to get there with time to relax. Get those front row seats.
Time to relax, hang out. Ticket links are there. The theme is it's a little amorphous. It was tough for us to nail it down, but we're calling it Almost Famous. Do you want to talk about that, Justin? You want to speak?
Yes. All the characters will be from fame adjacent people. The ones we've been talking about are, say, a third Olsen twin, who is the one you didn't hear about. It could be, well, you're going to see perhaps an example of this coming up very soon. Am I right?
Yes, so I don't know what to do for this Friday show. So I've lined up 3 just I'm gonna say it right now, absolute bangers. 100 no notes for sure. If you wanted to give me notes afterwards, Justin, that would be nice. But I would say no notes.
No notes.
Yeah, these are
Own
famous
it.
Jason people, and let me tell you, I'm stretching the limits to what that means in these next characters. They could be. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Megan has provided a good example as well. Life of Brian, the guy born next to Jesus.
It's exactly that. Or Zeke right here. Barbara Streisand's limo driver. Yes, these are all really good. It can also be pop culture reference adjacent people. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you come to the show, you are going to see a very funny character about one of the townspeople in Beauty and the Beast. It's a banger. I booked personally fun. Myself with a request that this performer do this bit because I've seen it. I saw it like 5 years ago and it fucking rocks. So it can also be stuff like that, like references in pop culture. It's really people that are not in the spotlight but are right there.
Right there, they can feel the heat of it. An unrelated comment from Lulu Lime that I thought was fun. I want them to do characters in each other's style. Eric with a silly list and a single prop on his face, and Justin showing whole for the comedy of it.
Which person are you referring to with it? And whose style is the show hole style? Is that Michael or Sarah or?
Oh yeah, Hardy's a big show hole guy.
Yeah,
Hardy's a big talk hole. You are a show hole.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Justin, I tell you what, and this is funny. Like Lulu, really, really great comment. You don't even know. People don't even know what Justin used to do. I booked Justin before I really knew him on a show that, get this, he didn't know I was also live streaming to Facebook, and he showed his PENIS. His PENIS came out at the end of the
front hole. It's called the front hole.
It's called the front hole. It's called the bottom mouth. It came out.
Came out for a very germane reason. It was the character, I believe, was a magician who had magic had broken up with him. So magic was pranking him throughout his normal act. And the last prank was magic tore his clothes off. And
instead of him disappearing, just his clothes disappeared and his his bottom mouth was out.
That's not the bottom mouth. That's the butt is the bottom, the downstairs mouth. If I may quote myself directly. The penis is the front hole.
The front hole. Front hole, bottom mouth for the win. That's right, Lulu Lime.
We won Lulu Lime over.
There you go. But at any rate, yeah. So we got the show. I've got 3 loosey gooseys here. You may be familiar with some of them if you've seen this live stream before. Feeling good about them. We got to figure out what to do on Friday. So
I still don't quite know, but I have a couple ideas.
Are you trying something tonight, or are you trying something completely different?
I'm not. I'm just doing a piece that is vaguely topical, but I'm definitely going to talk to you about what I'm doing later. But let's bring out the first of a triptych of characters.
Mm-hmm.
So please, welcome to the rectangles, a magical town.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch her.
Hey there, travelers! You look a little lost and a lot thirsty. Lucky you! Welcome to the beautiful city of 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, you know that saying? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's what your least favorite aunt says before she rips shots of gin in the parking lot of your niece's christening. Or your most favorite uncle said before he gave you your first sip of beer and then cut off the tip of his pinky with a circular saw. Yeah, we're talking about here. This is 5 o'clock somewhere. We're a beautiful town that's number 1 in happiness and number infinity in vehicular-based fatalities. We drink all the time, so you don't have to feel bad about drinking most of the time. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Mark. Margarita. You aren't from here, are you? I can tell because you don't look like you dressed yourself by closing your eyes and running headfirst through the ghost of Jimmy Buffett. Hey, can I get you something to drink? Water? I wish. Yeah. Listen to me. This place isn't right. I stumbled in here just like you, and I thought it was magical, but the only food I've eaten in 9 years is olives, and unless you want the same fate, you need to leave this place. Every morning before I go to work, I give my plastered wife a kiss on the cheek, and I say goodbye to my drunk-ass infant son. There's only 2 jobs in this town. 2 jobs. Making tiny umbrellas at the tiny umbrella factory, or swaying and hiccuping on a corner while wearing a barrel. My name isn't even really Margarita, but none of us can remember our names. My neighbors are Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and Blowjob Shot. And Blowjob Shot definitely looks more like a Brenda, but we don't know. Last week, the party police, they gave me a party felony because of a party foul. And if it happens again, they said they're going to send me to the party gulag, which is like the regular gulag, but we all get fun hats. Take me with you. Take me with you. Take me with you, or I'll shoot myself. I will shoot myself. My wife will forgive me, and my infant son won't even remember me. He's a total fucking lightweight. No? Okay. I didn't want to do this, but I have to shoot myself. Yucky.
Eric Feurer, let's bring it back and give a big boo to Even Eviler Knieveler.
Yeah, boo me. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm even eviler Knieveler. I'm the most fucked up, twisted, and depraved of the 2 professional car jumper over guys that exist. Evil Ollie, yeah. Evil Knievel can drive a motorcycle over 10 school buses. Big fucking deal. Last weekend, I drove a motorcycle to the beach, and I turned all the newborn baby turtles in the opposite direction. Eviler Knieveler! Yeah, they're so lost now. Why am I so evil? Some say it's because I constantly inhale motorcycle exhaust like it's a sour mango vape, and I'm a Zoomer tween with a lot of opinions. Others say it's because my dad is the monster truck gravedigger and my mom is Henry Kissinger. I also perform political stunts. Yeah. I have a full schedule of daredevil acts that defy both imagination and basic moral compass. And yes, tickets are still available. Like a lot of them. Thursday, shooting myself out of a cannon super close to a hospital for veterans with PTSD. They aren't gonna like that. Sunday, jumping through a flaming hoop one-handed because I'm using my other hand to gaslight bisexuals on dating apps. It's not real. Pick a real side. But for now, it's time to do the most evil, perverse stunt you can do to someone at a comedy show. Crowd work. Okay, sir, on 3, tell me what your job is. 1, 2, 3.
Ventriloquist.
Your job is weird.
All right, and now that's Eric Feurer, but do we have room to meet a sideline reporter?
Thank you, Rob. I'm live on the Baltimore Ravens sideline, who are facing what appears to be another disappointing end to their playoff hopes. In a season of what might have beens, one can't help but wonder if things would have turned out a little differently if they'd finally had the guts to let me play a few snaps. Come on, boys, let's roll the fucking dice. We're already going to lose. What's the worst that could happen? We lose and I die? There are things worse than death, Rob, and I'm currently living it. Hold on a sec. I'm getting an update on the injury status of quarterback Lamar Jackson. I'm being told his return to the game is questionable. What isn't questionable is I stole his cleats just in case. Yeah, they are way too big, Rob, but I stuffed a bunch of mouth guards in the toe ends. Lamar asked me what I was doing when I took them off his feet. I panicked and I told him, you know the rules, no shoes in the house. I talked to Coach Harbaugh at halftime and asked him what adjustments his team needed to make going into the third quarter. And this is what he said. Jesus, Mike, your eyes are so watery. Why do you always have the wateriest eyes when you talk to me? Your eyes look like they belong to a goddamn basset hound. I know you're not even listening to me. You're just getting weepy and waiting for me to stop talking so you can ask the stupid question again. It's pathetic. It's so pathetic, man. It's why we won't let you fly with us in first class. It's why we won't even let you fly with us in regular class. It's why we make you check yourself as luggage. No one can stand how sad you look. Pathetic. I then asked him if he thought I could play maybe, and that's when he punched a hole through a Gatorade cooler. That's it for me on the sideline, Rob, but later I'll interview little Jacob Seibert, a brave 11-year-old Make-A-Wish recipient with stage 4 cancer who played catch with tight end Mark Andrews before the game. And I'll ask him what it's like being the luckiest little fucker alive.
Eric Feurer, everybody.
All right. There we go.
Lots of fun. It's crazy to see 3 very different things back to back.
It is very weird. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling yet. We're trying to figure it out.
Choosing between those 3. Sound off in the comments with a fave, maybe.
Yeah, shout out what you like. What you'd like me to have 48 more manic hours of making readjustments to.
Nice. That's the fun part. Do you feel like doing the sideline reporter is a curse on the Baltimore Ravens before the big game?
No, I feel like being a fan of the Baltimore Ravens and wanting them to win is a curse on the Baltimore Ravens. Every time I wish for something good to happen to them, it doesn't happen. So that's tough.
Yeah. Megan says 3 characters, same piece of paper. So fan of the process.
We did have a piece of paper no matter what.
Yeah.
A little list. And look what was on the list. Basically nothing. The manic scribblings of a weirdo.
Oh, are you just doing math? Are you doing real math?
No, this is when I direct, I time everyone else's pieces.
Nice.
This says just as well leaving, which was a really good note for someone.
Nice. Oh, I believe it. I love that. I don't know how many sketches you watched. You took like 3 notes and we're like, everything's great.
Everything's great. No worries.
I'm just as well leaving. Bye.
That was me reminding myself what to tell them as soon as
leave now.
Get out of here. Scheuchler says you need to bring a motorcycle into Friends and Lovers. Scheuchler, I'm not way ahead of you, but if I do choose Eviler Knieveler, we're the electric scooter that's for sale, folks, is making an appearance, and I'm going to.
Wow, what a flex for someone to buy a recently used on stage, perhaps autographed scooter from an Eric Feurer.
Who knows? And get this, I'm going to try to do some ollies with it, which I don't know if it's possible on that thing because it weighs like 40 pounds.
Jorge says in the crawl, price increase. That's right. Let's make some money. Carly says, maybe it's just because I'm from a sports family, but I love the sideline reporter.
Megan says, as a Ravens fan, reporter.
Yes.
Interesting.
Megan's also shouting that she needs Lamar. So I think your piece got her fired up in many ways.
It's true. Megan is ready to watch Lamar Jackson make some magic.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun to write tiny little characters. The only other example of this type of character that I have that I wish I could do, but I already have such a good tape of it, I don't want to do it, is the vet that neutered Clifford, which I think is a really fun adjacent. Right. It's a really fun not eye-opening, like a mind-opening kind of experiment. It's cool.
It is, and it's funny when we did that show last month with All Short Pieces. I feel like all of us were like, "Why are we doing all these longer characters when this is the real magic? This is fun.
It's just do a bunch of fun fucking jokes. It's put a hippo mask on and drink 2 Pedialites, and you're good."
Believe me, while I was thinking of what to do this month, I was like, "Is there a way I could just drink on stage?" No, I guess I can. I'll crack that yet.
Yeah. I will tell you some other ideas that I had that I'm not going to write, Justin. Maybe this inspires you. One of the birds that Sully hit before he landed the plane in the Hudson River. The other one that I was thinking of was the Forgotten Beastie Boy launching a solo career, and I would play a backing track and then just say like one word every 8 lines.
That's fun. The sort of the Pete Best of the Beastie Boys. Here are 2 that I thought of that I probably won't do, but one of them I really like. First one is Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate Frisbee that's not quite as great.
It's not quite. It's almost ready for all.
It's just not as great. Because what I like about that is ultimate frisbee is fine. It's not ultimate. Penultimate frisbee is even worse.
Even worse. But the idea of you putting your foot down and being like, as we all know, when frisbee reached its peak, when it was at its zenith, the apex of frisbee became ultimate frisbee, and it's perfect. But did you know
there was a penultimate frisbee? Because I mean, the opportunity for lists of bad ideas for frisbee was very good.
Yeah, and also I think just like the type of people that would play as well. Like ultimate frisbee lovers listen to Dave Matthews in the back of their 99 RAV4 on the way to the game. Penultimate frisbee lovers listen to Fish in the front seat of their mom's Toyota Corolla on the way to the JV field.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of very arbitrary ideas there. Well, it's just bragging about ultimate frisbee is lame. Bragging about something worse than ultimate frisbee is also even lamer.
No, you guys trying to get into some penultimate? No, I don't play ultimate. I don't play ultimate frisbee. I play penultimate frisbee. You guys haven't played?
It's pretty sick, and by that I mean ill, because it will.
It's not you. We don't use a disc. We use a dodeca disc. It's a 12-sided. It's a 12-sided disc.
Yeah, it hurts. You don't want to catch it.
It hurts. It's hard to throw. Yeah.
The other one.
This is pretty good. All right.
It's pretty good. It definitely doesn't have to go away just because I said it here. Yeah. The other one is Derek Feurer.
Don't be like that.
I want to see Derek Feurer, whose puppets just don't quite come together.
I can't show the hole that I show is always the wrong hole.
It's the wrong hole. You're showing front hole. You're showing front hole and doing bad puppets. Maybe I am Derek Feurer.
Well, let me say, as for the 100th time, probably the only guy who has friends coming to the show, they'll probably love it.
That's what I'm saying. You could light up. I do have some people coming to this show.
Oh shit!
Which should be fun. The Eric heads are about to become Derek heads.
Derek Feurer. It doesn't get more inside baseball than that.
No, I know. That's why I was like, I can't actually do that. I may just read that aloud as a joke.
The reason why you can't do that is because the theme is almost famous, and you can't almost famous a not famous person.
Eric, what is fame?
What is fame? What is fortune? What is anything?
I will say one thing that is famous is our next guest.
Yes, we are having so much fun, but I do think it is time to bring out the next guest. Trot out that next character, Justin.
Yes, very excited for this. Please welcome out to the Rectangles a feminist speaker.
Yeah!
Women of Tech! It's your boy, Maxwell Hoyt III. And I am honored to be your Femme the Future keynote speaker! Some of you are surprised that a V-fuckable tech entrepreneur like myself is a feminist? Well then, peep this rhyme. Yeah, feel it. Ladies, we're all here for gender equality. Throw your hands up if you are feeling me. Gotta change urgently. It's an emergency. The future of feminism's cryptocurrency. It's cryptocurrency. Ladies, gals, girlies, I know your struggle, all right? Before launching, no one believed in Sackcoin. So I leaned in to get $300 million in seed money from my daddy. And now Sackcoin is valued at over $500 billion. So ladies, stop choosing this wage gap, because we be breaking chains on the blockchain, rocking chains, taking names on the blockchain. But would someone please explain what's a blockchain? Because I put all my daddy's money on the blockchain. What
What is a black tea? Nobody knows. And for all you beautiful, fine, sweet ladies tuning in from Meta, be sure to get my album / memoir / NFT feminist crypto pimp. Title track. I'm a crypto pimp with a sick ass purse, here to let hosts know about the metaverse. So make NFTs of between your thighs. That coin is CD. It's decentralized. Ladies, NFT of your gash today.
Oh my God.
Hear me out, ladies. Turn your gash into an NFT for half a free sack coin. Oh no. Oh, my daddy's assassins have found me. Oh.
Yeah. All right, Tom.
Dom Desperos, everybody. Very fun.
Hi.
Great use of the laser sight.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That toy.
Did you do that yourself? You laser
Yes,
sighted
I
yourself?
did. The vape is a misdirect. It's actually a laser pointer.
Oh.
If you want it, I don't know where to go.
I just thought you swallowed all the smoke. Let me tell you, I bet you if you look close enough for it, you can find a vape that is also a laser pointer.
I bet it does exist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the internet to market such a thing to me.
So don't say it out loud while you're on this internet thing.
It's gonna ruin my algorithms, like, for sure.
There's already a couple comments in here. Look at how you educated Z-Core Zeppelin. I've never heard it call a gash.
Z-Core, that's a compliment to the people you've been hanging out with. That's a shout.
That's
really Lime,
yeah.
So underrated.
I think Lulu passes the test, right? Like, I feel like
well, I like that the shot chaser of I've never heard it called a gash to I love it being called a gash is pretty good.
I mean, far be it from me to shame your kink. You know what? I'm not gonna yuck a yum. I'm not gonna.
No.
Get it.
I was about to try to explain yucking yum in relation to gash, and I had a hard time getting those words out of my mouth. That's true. I had a hard time putting that whole picture together.
Dom, let me ask you with all due respect, do you now or have you ever owned cryptocurrency?
I've never. I have never. I wish I did, because like 10 years ago, I had a friend who was like, you gotta get Bitcoin. You gotta get Bitcoin. And she fucking owns property now because she got in early and sold early before the crash. And she owns a house. So, but I think that's sort of like, that's your like $100 down on the table thing, right? Like I don't think I could do that now. Expect any return. But.
Well, that's my problem, is that I'm so far down because so many people that I know are rich on cryptocurrency. I have to put $100 on the back.
You're betting on the opposite of currency. You're betting on losing currency.
It's true. I'm betting on a system that is designed to make me lose the money. Yeah. It's too bad.
I know this. I feel like this makes me sound like a Luddite, but every time people were like crypto, I was like, Bitcoin doesn't have a standing army.
Yeah. No, I'm the same, because like I was like, the people who are telling me to buy this, I wouldn't trust to hold my beer at a bar. So I can't buy money from them. Buy money from someone. We had a heckler at a show I was doing once who was like trying to get Bitcoin going. He was like, I'm going to give you a piece of Bitcoin right now. Gave me $20 in Bit currency. And I just was like, I can't even touch this. He was just flexing on it in the middle of the crowd.
How long ago was that, Justin? Because that could be worth like $1.7 million right now.
It's true. And it was in that range. It was like 10 years ago. So
Justin, do you have the wallet or whatever?
I do still have the wallet, and I haven't ever looked at it. Maybe
Justin,
now you got to show us,
bro. Wouldn't it be just the craziest thing in the world for you to find out
if I'm wealthy?
You have to tell us.
I do have the app still on here. It's surprisingly undownloaded, so I will open up the.
Oh my god!
It's worth
look at Jorge. Well, he gave me $20 in Bitcoin. He didn't give me $8.
No, but this is $20 10 years ago, Jorge, or what are we looking at right now?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Oh, he's got him.
Yeah, let's look 10 years ago, which, oh no, 10 years ago. Was it really 10 years ago?
I don't know. Yeah, something.
Bro, oh.
Uh-oh.
If you have that much in Bitcoin, drinks on you.
This is way too complicated to open.
Jorge is saying Jorge is doing a rough guesstimate that you might have $9,000 right now.
That's not possible.
That makes me happy and sad because that's about as much as I have in my retirement account.
Yeah, straight up.
Like, yeah.
I don't know about this, man.
Of putting in.
Shit.
It's truly.
The ultimate echo would be this guy somehow accidentally giving me thousands of dollars. So shouts to that.
That will be really good for.
I have to like re-sign into this very questionable app. So I'll keep you posted on it.
Yeah, no, that man was Mark Cuban.
Yeah. Famous heckler, the ECB 10 years ago.
Chad, let's think of what Justin's like now. Jorge, can you pull up our favorite picture of Justin when he's like kind of in a field holding a staff or a sword of some point? And let's think about what that guy would have set for his password. What would this guy set for his Bitcoin password?
Fair Juliet, something. Now that's the guy. That's the guy I will become if I get into crypto.
No,
you become a melted meatball man.
Little melted meatball
man.
Dom, what do you? Oh, Milt. Yes, a little melted meatball man. Dom, what have you been getting into lately? What's going on with you?
I actually, so the theater is starting back up and I'm writing for a sketch team and I'm also on one of the Betty character teams. So whenever they have a building and I'm starting teaching. So I'm just all comedy all the time, every day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hitting the ground running. That's super exciting.
I don't know, man. I'm like, was I ever funny?
Especially, let me say, like, and I can't speak for you, but like for me personally,
no, please do it. I love it. I love when I'm in. Go ahead.
For me personally, when I made the transition from just performing comedy to then teaching the comedy, it then became hard for me to also perform for a little bit because I was like, dude, this better be the best thing that's ever hit the stage, or else like my students are gonna think I'm stupid, or like are not gonna think I'm funny. And so like it became a very hard mixture of teaching and then also believing in my own funniness. So,
what brought you back?
I think like probably because I would say back in the day then it was like a good like 50-50 bomb to hit ratio on trying new stuff. And so eventually bombing enough in front of enough of my students, I was like, cool, we're good. Like, it is what it is, right? Like,
I love that because what I'm brewing up right now, it's like stinkers. It's real.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the notes from the artistic directors at Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. I'm like, they're gonna fire me. They're gonna. That's just
one of the most important things I think you can teach a student is like, yeah, you're gonna go up there and it's not gonna be great. Like, oh, my teacher didn't blow the doors off. Like, good. I know it's okay.
Oh, that's like like my mediocrity will uplift them.
It's
true. It's like what the great Gandhi said: "Be the mediocre version of the change that you want to see."
Yeah, that's the full quote. That's the full quote that nobody wants to talk about.
They cut it off. They edited it out.
Exactly. Yeah, Gandhi had a lot of self-deprecating shit that nobody talks about. Man, he was on it. He was a real stand-up comedian energy.
Oh my God, his crowd work. Impeccable.
So good. And there's a big crowd. And also, like, he was very hungry for a lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just hungry, period.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was hungry for it. He was hungry.
What a dream. Dom, you have anything coming up you want to plug or promote? Any shows? Speaking of, so we could see a bomb, maybe?
Absolutely not.
Great.
Yeah, no, I just make stuff on the internet. You can actually see things I put up on my TikTok and my Instagram at Dom Loves Life. So you can follow me there and I'll advertise my shows when they happen. So
great. We love it. Well, this character was great. I can't wait to see what you produce for Betty and what you produce for Maud. It's going to be super fun. Folks, when Dom has a class open, take their class. It's going to be awesome. Take a look at the new theater opening up. It's going to be a rip-roaring time. Thank you so much for being here, Dom.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Dom. So great.
Bye.
See ya. So good. That was really fun.
So good.
Yeah, really, really fun. I love when we pull some musical elements in and we're like, hey, I'm also really good at this other thing.
And that's something that is truly, I know I owe a musical character.
You've been owning it for a while, and now to make it harder, maybe it has to be a cricket-based musical character. I don't know.
That's right. That's a cricket musical is ready.
Megan says teaching failure is acceptable is awesome. I would say, Megan, maybe in other professions, but in this profession, that is the most that you see your teachers stumble just like you, which is pretty wild. It's a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah.
It definitely reinforces the idea that I've always had, which is what I tell my students, is that eventually you get to a point where everyone is kind of is like at the same plateau and it's just like circling, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, and it becomes like, how can I figure this? It becomes like a little math problem, as opposed to, we spent so much time coming up in comedy with like, I have to be the funniest. I have to be funnier. How can I be funnier? And at a point, it's like, oh, everyone's funny. How do we make money doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to. I mean, there's also like a world where it's like,
of course.
I'm directing this sketch team right now. And I asked one of the guys on it who I respect and think is so funny. And I was like, so what do you do? Like, what's your thing? And he was like, this is it, dude. He's like, I got a job and I like acting in sketches with my buddies on the weekends. I was like, dude, fucking
shouts to that.
Get it, man.
Anytime, for years, my writing partner and I, John Gabris, if you're familiar with him, we would be working on something. We would send it off to be rejected, like a script, like a long script. And we would get like horrible notes or just fully like, nah, pass. And we would just be like, man, we would be the funniest lawyers.
Yeah.
We could just be comfortable and just be ripping the office up with comedy.
That's it, man. Oh, if only. But we can't, because there's something wrong with that part of our brain that wants stability. Get it out of there. I don't like it.
Gotta get the old power drill to the head. One quick thing before we do the final character roundup. I was playing, my younger daughter was like, you want to play a game with me? And she had drawn what I had called Hangman. As a kid, where it's like, you guess the letters in a word and you slowly hang a human. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, it's fucked up that this is what she knows is hangman is a thing.
She knows it, right?
But here's the twist. We were playing and she's drawing. I kept guessing the wrong letters, drawing the man hanging. And then next to the man, she drew a toilet, as I kept guessing wrong. And then pee coming out of the hangman. And she plays this game called Toilet Man. And there's no hanging involved. It's Toilet Man just pees if you lose.
What? What's the last piece? Is the last piece of the puzzle the pee in the toilet?
Yes. There's no like rope. It's just a bed or whatever. It's piss mode. You draw a man or a woman, and then the toilet is the toilets coming together, and then the last, if you get all of them wrong, you draw the pee.
I like this, actually.
I was like, this is so funny to me.
This gives me hope for the future generation. Did you ask her, like, did she go to school? Did you ask her, like, where did you come up with P-Man?
And she said her older sister, also my child. So I don't know who invented it or what's happening.
Maybe they invented it. That's really, really interesting.
So there's
man.
They're going to be the funniest lawyers.
They will. They'll be great. You think? Do you think they have a performance bone in their body currently? Are they liking?
So far, I mean, my wife, their mother, is also a performer, so there's definitely some of that in the air. We'll see. The younger one had to tell a joke in her pre-K class. And I collabed with her. But let me throw it out to you. Why did Elsa's hair get so long?
I know. I mean, I know it. It's too easy. Bad joke.
What is it? What is the answer?
She let it grow.
Yes, that's a good joke for a kid. In pre-K, she was fucking 3. Like,
Dad, let me be their dad. I can go
because you're pre-roasting them.
Let me be the dad. I'd be like, all right, a priest, and
you'd be like, pretty good, but let me leave now. 3 minutes and 40
I'd be
seconds.
like, that ran 18 seconds, a little bit long. Let's see if we can make some cuts on that. No, that's a good joke. You came
fat on that joke,
or she came.
Yeah, we worked on it. We covered the area, the joke area. I put together the pun. But,
let it grow.
Yeah.
What she did she come home and be like, Dad, I killed?
Her teacher was like, she's funny.
Oh, yes, that's not good. Yeah, let me say,
I know.
I mean, obviously, it'll be supportive of whatever they want to do. But is there ever a time where you'll have that conversation and be like, if you want to do this, here's what's up?
Yeah. No, I'm very much the kids have to discover I was always big into school, like did well in school. And my parents, when I was like in college, I was like, I'm going to be a chemistry major. I was like, I'm going to be a theater major now. And they were like, they were like, they were clearly like not loving it, but they didn't scold me at all. And then years later, after I'd done this traveling on this grant that I did right after I graduated, they were like, okay, he's going to figure this out because I was able to leave the country in this weird thing. So like, I think I really love that about my parents. I'm trying to carry that forward.
That's good. That's good. It'll be great. And it's so long away. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows if there even will be a world then?
Yeah. Once they watch me like age horribly because of this industry, they're going to be scared.
Yeah. And then everything's okay. Megan,
I'm the cautionary tale.
You are. It's true. You just sitting by yourself. Like once we're in year like 16 of this Wednesday live stream show, and it starts to get really fun.
I mean, when we're next to each other in the nursing home, and we don't need to be in different places.
This is my retirement plan. My retirement plan is
not a plan. some people have like mother-in-law apartments. I have an Eric space.
Yes,
you move into, and we live together.
Good, a Derek space maybe.
Derek, I'll be Derek then officially.
Megan is already hitting us with no more yucks, guffaws, tomfoolery, mischief, so on. I do want to say we didn't do this yet. You can always donate to Characters Welcome. We have a Venmo business account where you could throw us some in the immortal words of the PB Bard himself, cash. You could throw some cash, just a couple bucks, and we will read whatever you say. It's a business account. Justin, do we have a Dear Diary by any chance?
Always. Robin Richmond, a longtime fan, will read any comment that comes through on any Venmo donation at any value. And Robin Richmond takes advantage of that on a multi times a week basis with a little segment we call Dear Diary.
Dear Diary.
Beautiful. Dear Diary, do you ever aspire to be like any of the characters you see? I occasionally do, but it's generally an indicator that the manic episode has begun. Truth, Robin Richmond. Big truth. I definitely see myself in characters that I see constantly. And I'm like, whoops.
Yeah, exactly. There was a time a couple years ago where somebody really diagnosed everybody on the site. And that didn't feel great.
Yeah, a lot of similar diagnoses, I bet.
Yeah, it was like, wow, Eric sure does do a ton of characters that are afraid of sex, doesn't he? I was like, oh my God, dude.
You're like, too real.
What?
Speaking of sex, if you send $69, they have to do sex stuff. That's true, and that's something we've said from the beginning.
If you send me $69, I will do whole cam for a whole show, a HOLE show, whole cam.
Whole cam for a whole show? A
WH. Please don't meme me. Don't meme me. POV. I'm looking at your butt and I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Look, it's a downstairs mouth.
Hey, look at that, a bottom mouth.
Oh. All right. We do have one more character. That's actually too real, and I don't know if we should be showing that anymore. That's truly. Do you watch the show Scavenger's Reign? That looks like one of the horrifying creatures on
Just not a good creature. But folks, 2 pieces of news. One is sad, one is non-negotiable. No more comedy after this. Sad, oh no. But that means we do have another character right now. Justin, I tried to peel off that Band-Aid for you.
Nice. Great stuff.
I am so excited for this next character because I don't know about y'all, but in New York City, we got a little bit of snow.
Everywhere in the country, it is frigid.
It is frigid. Fan of the show and friend to us in general, Raleigh Williams, who runs a YouTube page called Climate Town, has been posting about how many days it's been since New York City got 1 inch of snow. We finally broke it. And get this, Justin, it was 701 days without an inch of snow laying on the ground.
Not good news.
Not
snow.
Great. Not great. I remember when I first moved in here and I was trudging through snowbanks that would make your toes curl.
Yeah, I love that. The blizzard in like, I want to say like 2006 was like such a fun weekend in New York. And
the one that I was a part of was, I think, in like 2014 or 2015. It was like one of my second or third years being in the city. And
that's the one I'm thinking of.
It might have been.
What am I talking about?
That was a long time ago. I was like, I don't know about that one. I was a junior in high school, but yeah, maybe. But yeah, I remember going to Williamsburg and like trudging on the streets from bar to bar. And every time you went into a bar, it was so cool. They were all packed. And whatever table was in the front closest to the bar had 100 coats on it. And it was like, so every place was like a pile of coats to the ceiling. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
It was so fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was cool.
It was right after Christmas too, so a lot of people were out of town. It was only like the hard heads were in town.
The real folks. Yeah, it was great. But with that being said, not everyone can take it. You know, some people get a little chilly willy. Let's welcome out to the rectangles a cold cowboy.
Schon schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen.
Well, hello, wanderer. Gather around the campfire. It's lonely out there on the range. When you're by yourself long enough, you stop making sense, especially when it's so darn cold as it is. Let me tell you, buckaroo, it's awful cold out there. Well, I'd say it's colder than a bucket of snowman's piss, which I've drank. Like, it's colder than a hummingbird's butthole after an ice cream social, like for birds. You know what I mean? It's colder than the box office returns for Aquaman 2. I mean, he's just a guy that goes underwater. Who's going to pay to see that? Have I made myself clear? It's cold. You know, we tend to think of cowboys as the wise old poets of the West, when really we're just a bunch of rope-having sociopaths who all agreed on wearing the same hat. Mostly we mumble nonsense about the weather and spit. Like this, like, it's colder than a penguin's pecker, which I've seen. Colder than a hot sauce on a Taco Tuesday in Burlington, Vermont. That's not hot. It's so cold, I cut a piece of soft cheese with my rock-hard 2-inch nibs. You know what I mean? You don't need to back away from the fire, friend. I'm just telling you about the weather and the fact that I have very long nipples. Like, not wide, not your pancakes. You see, they're long, like a tiny string of hamburger meat just dangling from here right down my torso. You know, it's like a tiny little flesh lasso for roping little micro cows. Ooh, beautiful stars up there in the sky. You know, pristine, distant, and dare I say, cold. Like colder than French kissing a Yeti, the cooler brand, not the fur beast, which I've done. Like colder than a boll weevil applying to college and getting rejected from Haverford University. Not Harvard, mind you. Haverford. Why, it's colder than a walk of shame when you realize that you just hooked up with your second cousin. And then later you marry that second cousin because in this scenario, you're Rudy Giuliani. Are these analogies hidden for you? Because they're certainly hidden for me out here in this cold. All right. You know what? I noticed that you left 5 solid minutes ago. So I guess it's time for this old cowboy to turn in. right after I shoot my horse right between the eyes. Because like all cowboys, I start fresh with a new horse every morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Justin, Tyler, everyone. It is colder than. Chat, feel free to give us your very own colder thans. How cold is it out there? That's a tiny little hat, Justin.
Oh, yeah, it is. That is too funny. That's good. That's a good. Who said that? Eric Feurer in the comments.
Who said that?
This is a hat that of a family friend's Uncle Snake. His name was Snake. Wore, and he eventually one day put it on my tiny head. My head, which was always large, but it was smaller when I was a child.
And he said, "This is yours.
This is mine."
Who called him? Who first gave him the name Snake?
I don't know, and I've never heard if he has a real name. I don't know.
Wow, it's almost like an "I'm afraid to ask" kind of thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
because it's probably like Dave or something boring, but he was definitely a snake.
He decided on a snake. Kilo in the chat says, "Brr." Thanks for being here.
Kilo. Love to see Kilo hanging out.
Appreciate you here. Damn, I just put a. Speaking of, I'm taking it out.
What was that?
It was a piece of we took down the Christmas tree today, and we still had candy canes. I know candy canes can't go bad, but that candy cane went bad.
Candy canes are gross. I know. I think like when you're a kid, you're like, I'll eat anything that's sweet, and your parents are like, well, I'm hanging this on a tree for 6 weeks, and then you can eat it. It's like,
hey, you want this? It was also in the box from last year's decoration.
Well, I went out to like, this stuff lasts forever, right? And no one's like, no. It doesn't.
Yeah, we got to figure this out. What a cute little hat. I love it, Justin. Very, very fun. Yeah, and topical. Did you go out there in the snow? Did you run in the snow? You jog in the snow?
I did every day.
Wow, I can't believe you. I fell off so hard. I'm preparing myself for a big April, May. It's gonna be
April? You're gonna wait all that time?
No, I can't. I gotta go sooner. My body was like, "Yo, you run all the time. We gotta pack on the fat," and then I stopped. And so now we gotta figure this out. Not good. It's colder than a conversation 2 seconds after I enter it. That's good, Shai.
Oh, that Gandhi level self-deprecation.
Really good. We love that. Folks, I hate to say it, but that's our show. We've been having
that is it.
Yeah, just a rip-roaring time tonight. We had fun tonight, but get this. You can see us once again this Friday, 7 o'clock, 7:30 p.m. at Friends and Lovers in Brooklyn. That is about it's about a block further than you think it is away from the Barclays Center. You're like, it's close to the Barclays Center. Then it's another block.
Yeah, it's one more block. Here's the thing: you take the AC train; it's very close. Very close.
The show is cheap. The vibes are high. The bar is intimate, and that means that you're going to get to rub shoulders with 20 of the best character comedians in the biz. It's going to be a really fun night. We're going to have a nice little party afterwards. Justin and I don't have to run a half marathon the next day, so get this: I'll have more than 2 drinks probably,
and I'll have more than the 4 I had when the next day we had to go do that. So hell to the yeah.
Come hang out. Let's bring in the best tech in the biz. Jorge, what's up, buddy?
Hello, friends.
There he is.
Jorge.
Thank you so much, Jorge. Appreciate you being here, bud.
Appreciate you, homies.
Jorge, it's always sad when you're not here because when I say let's bring in the best tech in the biz, and then I have to say it's me, and everyone's like, no, you're not. You barely pulled it off again.
You were sweating. We saw
it all the time. There's a look of white hot panic even when you were doing your character.
Yeah. It's not
the quick eye dart.
It definitely makes you appreciate how difficult teching is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Take a drink, everybody.
It does.
A quick drink. Yes. Definitely makes you appreciate how difficult teching is. Not easy.
No.
Let me ask you, Jorge, why do you do it?
I enjoy it.
No,
I enjoy it.
That's a real answer.
I like when we used to do. I did a show for many years called Gentrify in Brooklyn. No need to note the name. We eventually changed it, but I love teching that. We had an ancient sound and light board that I was over there plugging shit in, unplugging it, trying to do it. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a puzzle. It's really cool, and you get to be a little bit like an unseen character, a little inside baseball. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's something probably very like lizard brain about accomplishing a tech.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm doing it and it's done and I won.
It's like solving a problem. I love solving
you're
a problem.
complicit in like the timing of a joke.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only as funny as your tech. Gandhi said that.
Gandhi said that.
Yeah.
Famously bad tech. Horrible tech. That's why he's not known for his comedy.
He's not known for comedy.
Tech.
No.
Horrible tech. Great. Well, thank you folks so much for being here. We'll have new videos on the website soon. We'll have a show this Friday. We have a TikTok. We're all over the place. We'll see you next Wednesday. Maybe next Wednesday I'll show you. Get this. The last thing I want to say before we take off live was for my birthday, on the night of my birthday, since we had a car, we were coming back from the casino. Callie said, "Hey, why don't we stop by the pet adoption center that's in Park Slope?" And I was like, "Okay." And we left with 3 baby rats on my birthday. And the lady at the center did not get my sarcasm. I went, "Wow, Callie, what a great gift for me." And the lady at the center went, "It is a great gift."
You're like, "Uh-oh, I've stepped in it." Oh, great. I thought that story was going to go a series of different ways. Have you named them yet?
Callie named them.
You didn't get to name one? Name one Derek?
No, I wish. I tried, but my names apparently were too perverted.
Yeah.
These perverted rats.
Give us one.
Well, I'll give you all 3, and we will meet them maybe next week when they're a little bit more comfortable. They're very cute. I will say they're very cute. They're tiny little guys. Their names are Tic Tac, good name. Raz, great name, and Justin. Get this, Cowboy.
Oh, named after me.
Partner.
Raz and Cowboy.
I'm gonna take a tiny piece of leather and make him a hat just as small as this one.
Yeah, there we go, baby. But thank you so much, folks. We'll see you next week, and we'll see you Friday at Friends and Lovers.
Not me.
Good night, folks. I thought you got a dog, said Zecor. Me too. Later.
Bye.